Man.
Got some.
What is
Look at
my
the glasses,
top?
Derrick. Them glasses need to go,
So
bro.
let's have a discussion right now.
Oh God.
Okay.
Does everybody know their role in the podcast?
I do.
I'm bottom.
What are you, Derrick? What are you? Or
What
Darks?
am I?
No, Darks. Oh, sorry.
I'm a bottom.
What's your role, Darks?
To be part of the podcast, edit, and do everything equally.
Right.
He looked right to the left.
Hmm.
Derrick.
My role?
Mm-hmm.
Social media information as far as keeping posted updates on the podcast itself. And to potentially show up in the group chat from time to time.
Potentially.
Put a pin in that. We're coming back. Ryan, what's your do you know your role?
I don't fucking know what my role is right now.
The Reddit and the Discord. Discord and Reddit.
Sure. Well, yeah. Hey, thank you, Darks. There you go. There's a nice out.
And Yetty says his is bottoms. And my role is to be black and die. Now, the reason why I brought that up was not to have an actual serious discussion on the pod that the fans didn't need to know. I was asking because if we were playing a fucking team objective game, what would your role be, you fucking dark bitches?
Okay, so basically, I would probably be something like fast running, jumping around.
So
a DPS, maybe.
He's not getting healed. Who else? Who's going?
Mine's healer.
I'm Genji.
Yeah.
Like, for real, mine's anything with support. Well, mainly healing, some support.
I'm scout. That's it, man.
So
I'm a
he's
wild
not
card.
getting healed. Derrick, what would you be?
Well, you already know this shit. I'm a wild card, pretty much.
So this is how you play a game objectively, right? We're gonna educate y'all. Us at Salt Happens, who play games where designated roles take place in MMOs.
Oh no,
and
I know where this is
MOBAs,
going.
And let's just say games like Overwatch, Bleeding Edge, or maybe even, I don't know, Fortnite. If you are a support character, support
your tank.
Support
If
you.
Always
you
stay on your tank.
are
Always stay on your
DPS,
tank.
If you are DPS, protect your fucking support. If you are a tank, don't fucking die.
What do I do though?
And guess how you don't die. Guess how you don't die.
You stay with your healer.
Exactly. Now, let's say the group, and by the way, let me just educate y'all on what the group is. The nucleus of y'all moving party should be the tank and the fucking healer. If you are straying too far, if you're going off you're dead. And I play tank. Hey, I play every game like I'm playing tank. I play every game. Hey, pick me up. I don't know. I don't know.
For example, prime example, the Mighty Shields was playing Bleeding Edge, just hanging out in our Discord. By the way, join our Discord at links below. And I noticed that when people are like on the brink of death, he's like, "Sorry, dude," and he'll dip. But
Bro,
he's like, "You're gonna respond, like, sorry." But he had a couple good teammates that day as well. For example, he was in a situation where like 3 enemies were on him. He was at a little chunk of health. And who was the character's name?
I was playing as Damon. I was trying to confirm a kill. Honestly, I was in over my head. I was playing DPS. I was in over my head, but my tank, because he was a good tank. Shout out to whoever that Miko was, the fucking dolphin. He saw that when I was confirming the kill, 2 other people fell on, 2 people closed in on me, and he fucking yanked me out of that fight.
Yeah, it was clutch as hell, man. He was a great teammate. Shout out to whoever you are.
Yeah, shout out to whoever you are. Also, shout out to Bleeding Edge for having a mediocre fucking game that's broken half the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't invite your friends because it's glitched. Freaking. That game has been a nightmare for me to play.
It doesn't look like, and I think we talked about this on the previous pod, Yetty and I. This game, which had so much potential, and I knew when we played the beta that it was going to be like, this was it. This was the version we was going to get.
Yep.
It doesn't feel like there's going to be much support outside of that new Dolphin character. I mean, there's not going to be too much more going on with this. Especially with the at the end of this cycle of generation of gaming, like of consoles anyway. If any, and I don't think there's a big PC push for it.
Well, I hope they fix the matchmaking, man, because that's what's stopping me. Like, that's what I want them to update is the matchmaking shit. Because if you load into a match and your screen flashes, your team has no support, bro. Then it forces me into a role I may not want to play. I may not be good at. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up with everything that we talked about. It sucks so bad. So,
Well, one thing. Go ahead, Derrick.
I was gonna say sorry, my mouth is full, but no. Shut up. Final Fantasy Online. They had that shit down pat.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't have a tank, they said we need a tank. You couldn't go in any other way unless you were a tank.
that's how this is.
Well, I think Bleeding Edge, it'll tell you need a tank, but it won't force you to play it. Like
Yeah, so you can get screwed.
yeah, we played against a team that was all tanks.
All tanks, bro. We lost. That was a lose.
They implemented that and we talked about this on an earlier podcast, on this very podcast where they initiated role queues in Overwatch. That's a game that's most similar to this. And really, I think that may have killed Overwatch as far as the casual side is concerned for a little bit. Just because now you can't make those meme teams that you want, and so if you stop people from having the option of playing the way they want to play, I think people have a really big reaction to that.
That's why I stopped Overwatch, dude. I got tired of, I go in there and I'm like, oh, I'm going to play this. I'm going to have some fun. And then, like, someone's a second quicker than me. And I'm like, that was the whole reason of me playing. Like, I don't want to be someone else. I want to be that guy.
Right.
This is an issue in multiple games that have came out. Like, Apex has the same issue. Because if you go into a trio and you pick your scout, right, and somebody else in that group wanted that character, they will literally leave the group, and then you're screwed. You have two people.
It's ridiculous.
I did a duo and ended up running it solo, and it was like,
I want to be mad at the person, but I get it.
I mean,
damn.
I've seen that shit, like, more than likely. I've seen it on multiple occasions. I've played Apex. Loved the game until it started getting ridiculous because everybody wanted a particular character. The same with Overwatch. I wasn't really big into Overwatch. Number one, before Mike says anything, number one, I sucked at the game.
You was ass.
That's why I said number one.
At least
Number one, I sucked at the game. Number two, I mean, granted, the cosmetics and everything along those lines, that was great, but it just wasn't my game. On top of that, it forced you to jump into a role that you weren't really familiar with. It forced you to play a certain way.
Actually,
I'm not familiar with...
Okay, so we're going to backtrack here. According to my memory, Derrick, you played Genji.
Yeah.
Right?
I need healing.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to stop playing Genji.
Now he don't want to stop playing
Right?
Genji. You know why? You know why? He didn't have to worry about shit because Big Daddy Fat Sacks was protecting his ass.
That part. But then if somebody chose Genji, then I'm like, all right, I don't want to play anymore. To Ryan's point, I didn't want to play. So I just straight up overall, I just stopped. Now games to where they let you play freely, like The Division,
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress, those games, I played those games like they were a religion to me.
Yeah.
Because
You like Call of
you make
Duty
me-
a lot.
If you make me tank and I don't want to tank, I promise you we're going to lose because I'm not playing seriously at that point.
I think when you play games like this, you need to know each character if you're assigned to that role. Honestly,
You do. You
Like, you
absolutely
really-
do.
you got to practice. Like, you're gonna lose regardless. Like, no matter how good you are, you're always gonna lose to somebody. But you're
Well,
always gonna win if you know.
You got to
each-
think too. is that imagine having that person on your team who doesn't know how to play it, who's trying to learn it, and you're going to lose because of them. Like that's
Right.
You gotta
Oh,
teach
you
You
them.
mean
You gotta
every
teach 'em.
fucking cue that you have a Widowmaker or a fucking Hanzo?
Yeah, exactly.
But see, here's my thing, and Mike, this is kind of referencing to when we played the Division 2 and all that stuff. We knew each other's roles because we knew how we played.
Yeah.
And like Mike knew that I'm one of those people, I'll go in, I'll take pretty much all the cover fire, and then if he needs cover, he knows I already got him. Like the
Yeah.
first 10 seconds when we run into a room and it's a boss fight, all right, Mike, do what you got to do your setup. I got you. The entire time I'm pulling aggro the entire time.
Yeah.
They're paying attention to me more than they are him. Mike's just going around getting like the best kills or the best shots on the boss
Right.
while I'm taking everybody else out.